Hello everybody, just a short video here to give you a couple of top tips. Now these come courtesy of Nevyn McDonald from the Inverness Detectorists and North Detectorists. Something that he told me when I was out on a club dig on the weekend, and I have never thought about it and I've never seen it mentioned by any other YouTuber. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a video about that. It's just going to be short, but this tip is to help you guys learn what John taught me. So the first thing is, I have the Simplex here. I'll switch it. Okay, spoiler alert, I am no longer in the park because Muggins here forgot to change this microphone on the GoPro when she flipped it around, so you couldn't hear me at all for the whole video. So I'm going to have to do this bit in the back garden in my patio. There is soap on the ground because the machines have been getting a clean up. Poor Plexi was definitely do it. But let's get on to our top tip from Nevyn. Now, because I'm doing this at home, I now have both machines so I can show you. So his tip, first tip, which makes sense, never really thought about it, but is very, very sensible. On the Simplex here, you can see that there is a line just there in the metal. On the Legend, that same line is there, and you can see it's actually, I'm starting to get a wee little mark there, but just above that is a line. That is there to show you that you do not want this up above it. That is as far as you want to clamp that down. Otherwise, the machine is not stable and it's liable to fall out the end. So we would lift this up and we would, in a good world, slide that down. That is as far up as you want that to be. You wouldn't want it sitting like this. You want it sitting like this. That is to keep the machine nice and stable with the shaft for the top connection. So that is the first top tip. Do not go like this, go like this, or lower if you need it, but definitely not up that high. So the second top tip is in relation to the lower shafts, and we're going to have the kitty come and visit in a minute, so you'll just have to put up with him. So I'm going to turn the Legend over like this, and the Simplex I am also going to turn over so that we can see the side of her. That's what we need to see here. So I'm just going to have to bring her over like that so we can see the side of her. So Nevyn's next top tip is in relation to the lower shaft. Now, this is a carbon fiber. This is a stock one. This is the stock one that comes on the Simplex. On my other coil, I have replaced it with a carbon fiber, so I do have one of these for the Simplex. The Legend only comes with the carbon fiber. You will see on the Simplex stock shaft that there are numbers on the side. This is to show you when you have collapsed your machine and put it in the car, and then you take it back out again, and you want to figure out where you want to go. You can look on here and you can go. I'm going to try and do this with one hand. It may or may not work. Probably will not. Okay, no, I'm not going to be able to do it with one hand. The numbers, that is actually sitting at about 1 1/4 there. Normally I would have that out towards 3. That is to show you exactly where you want to bring the machine out to set it up to take yourself off to go and detect. You will notice on the carbon fiber shaft, there are no numbers, there are no markings, not even on the back. It is completely smooth. John's tip is to take a permanent, fine-tipped silver or gold, or possibly even black, if you can see it, permanent marker, a Sharpie. Get your machine exactly at the length you want it. Leave that on the line. Pull this one out to where it is comfortable to swing, where you want it to be, and then take your Sharpie and draw a line just there. Just there. I don't have one yet, but just there, right across there. No one will see it. It will completely blend in, but the next time you collapse down your machine, when you take it out of the car and you want to go, you slide it out till you get to the line, you lock down, you go. It's really that simple. You can also do that on the Simplex. If we turn her around here at the front, you could also put it on the Simplex as well. Now, you may just take note of, okay, it slid out to 2 now. You may just take note that I sit just at the end of 2. Sorry, and that is absolutely fine if that works for you. But if you have the carbon fiber shaft on this machine, you're going to have the same problem as this one. So, and also it's on the side, it's kind of dipped in. So what you can do is you can do exactly the same thing, just a little silver line across there shows you exactly where to take your machine out to when you get out of the car. I mean, how simple is that? And I've never seen anybody mention it, never seen anybody do it, talk about it. Nevyn, you're an absolute star, mate, for coming up with that. Just brilliant. And I will be doing it. I need to get the pen. The other thing that he did with the same silver one, and I have seen other YouTubers doing this in various different methods, and that is on the legend. Now if I can get this unhooked, because this is actually a Simplex cover from the Simplex Plus owners group, but look at that, it fits on the legend, so I've just slipped it over. But you will notice this keypad, there's a tiny little bit of dirt on it, but see how those look compared to, come here Plexi, my very well loved Miss Plexi. Hers have a back etched, I guess it is, white marking so you can see what all of the functions of the buttons are. And the legend, they are all self-colored other than that bit of dirt, and they're quite difficult to see. So with that same silver marker, what Nevyn has done, and other people, is he's just gone into all of these little grooves and he has just outlined them so it just jumps out at you until we really get to know, you know, and have muscle memory where the buttons are. He's just gone in and he's just put the grooves in so you can actually see what those buttons are. So it jumps out a bit more like the Simplex, but that one. So anyway, that's the top tips. Line on the back of the machine, don't extend it on the back of the shaft, don't extend it beyond that. Clip it at that or shorter. On the carbon fiber shafts and even the stock shaft if you want, get your machine to exactly where it's comfortable for you, draw a line, next time you take it out of the car, boom, out, locked, done, go. And also, same pen, go over your legend buttons and just fill them in so you can see them. So that's really it. I'm going to flip you around again and talk to you back in the park. Like magic. So thank you so much, Nevyn, for that information, because it's nothing I'd ever considered before. Perhaps it's obvious to everyone and just me that hasn't thought of it, but you know, if you haven't thought of it, it could make your life a lot easier. So get out, have fun, and happy hunting. Good luck.